a note here from the gospel that I think it's just worth commenting on. It says that Jesus left Tyre, he went by way of Sidon to the Sea of Galilee and into the district of the Decapolis, which was a number of cities. Now, what's interesting about that is that entire territory, Tyre, Sidon, the Sea of Galilee, and the Decapolis, was not Jewish territory. That was all Gentile territory. And the reason Jesus went to the Gentiles was because the Jews wouldn't listen, they wouldn't accept, they wouldn't understand. And as you know, he was always into disputes with the legal people, the Sadducees, the Pharisees, over just about anything he did or said. They were always taking him on and challenging him. But my message for today really has to do with this letter of St. James. A couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago to be exact, I was down in Honduras with a group of parishioners, and the state is called Olancho. They call it a department, we'd call it a state. It's the largest and least populated department or state in the whole country, and it's mostly rural. It's entirely rural, actually. There's no factories. The only thing you see is there's some large warehouses for coffee beans, for regular beans that they eat and they grow, and for corn, and you see some lumber production. But it is just a humongous state, and the parish that we help out on is just a big, big parish. It's like 60 square miles, and with lots of villages up in the mountains. So we go to a nursing home in the capital city. We also go to an orphanage. It's the only nursing home, the only orphanage in the whole city. So it's really worth attending. But we go to church down there, and we go to church on Sunday, and usually I can celebrate the Mass with the pastor. I don't speak a whole lot of Spanish, but if I had to, I think I could survive down there. I'm sure I'd be able to eat. I would make it one way or the other, and probably learn a whole lot more Spanish in the process. But what's amazing to me is it says here in this reading from James, look, show no partiality, okay? All people are equal. The Mass is down in San Francisco de la Paz, where we are. The church, now there's 2 Masses on Sunday, one in the morning, one in the evening. Then there's a couple of other villages that the priest also goes to up the road about a half an hour. That's all part of the parish, and that's where he also celebrates Mass. But the church is packed. You know, I'm sure there's some people of means, but most of the people that are there are just farmers, laborers. They work from sun up to sundown in the fields. Very, very poor people. There's no distinction. There's no wealthy people. Everybody is equal, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful, uplifting celebration of the Eucharist. Everybody sings, everybody participates, and in my opinion, you really can't do any better than that. It's a real pleasure for us to be there with them. But again, there's no distinctions at all. Everyone is equal. And the orphanage that we help with, it's the only orphanage you get in the whole state. The children are wonderful. The older children help the younger children. The younger children look out for each other. It's not like I envisioned an orphanage when I was a kid, or my mother used to threaten to put me in Parmadale when I was bad. That was her big threat to me. You're going to Parmadale. I didn't know what it was. I just knew I didn't want to go to Parmadale. And unfortunately, I never made it there. So in our relationships with one another, let us show no partiality. You know, everybody is equal. We're all sons and daughters of the Father. Whoever we are, wherever we go, you know, everyone is welcome in God's home and in God's kingdom. And may we always appreciate that. And I know it's very difficult for some of you to be able to be homebound and not be in the community with the church in your own parish. You know, just offer that up for all the folks in the parish who really need your prayers. Amen.